Thousands of commercial aircraft have been officially grounded, yet many identical jets continue flying every single day. What looks like an aircraft graveyard often becomes the world's largest inventory of flight-certified spare parts. Every engine, computer, and hydraulic system begins a second journey, one far more difficult to trace. On paper, these restrictions should keep many aircraft permanently grounded. Reality has taken a very different path. If you enjoy uncovering hidden systems like this, comment below what we should investigate next. To follow future investigations, please like, share, and subscribe. From that moment, the parts leave the boneyard and enter a supply chain designed to hide where they ultimately end up. Ownership can change several times before a shipment reaches its next destination, making the trail increasingly difficult to follow. Some aircraft arrive as ordinary maintenance projects. What happens after the hangar doors close is far less visible. Every recoverable component is inspected, cataloged, and prepared for another journey through the global marketplace. With every transfer, the destination becomes harder to identify while the supply chain grows more complex. Long before passengers board another aircraft, an invisible logistics network has already been at work. In Chapter 2, we follow that flight into the hidden corporate network where ownership becomes almost impossible to trace. The first transfer isn't always physical. Often, the aircraft changes owners long before it changes location. As ownership passes through multiple companies, following the aircraft's commercial trail becomes increasingly difficult. On the hangar floor, everything appears routine. The real complexity exists in the paperwork that follows each aircraft. Sometimes the aircraft barely changes at all. Only its registration and legal identity begin a new chapter. Long before the aircraft moves, its paperwork may already have crossed several international jurisdictions. By the time it takes off again, tracing its commercial journey has become far more complicated than tracking the flight itself. Behind every grounded aircraft exists an enormous inventory of components that can continue supporting fleets around the world. Once approved, those parts move through specialized logistics networks serving operators across multiple continents. Every legitimate transfer depends on documentation, yet following years of records across multiple owners can become remarkably complex. But even the most sophisticated ownership trail answers only one question. The next mystery is how these aircraft continue operating once the parts finally arrive. Keeping a commercial aircraft in the sky demands far more than spare parts. It depends on thousands of hours of highly specialized engineering. Every major engine overhaul requires hundreds of individual inspections before a single component is cleared to fly again. Many critical defects are invisible to the human eye. Specialized inspections are designed to find them long before they threaten flight safety. Rebuilding an aircraft engine is measured in fractions of a millimeter, where even tiny errors can determine whether it ever flies again. Modern airliners also depend on complex avionics, where software verification is just as critical as mechanical repair. Only after passing rigorous testing can a rebuilt engine return to service, where every successful flight depends on unseen engineering. Behind every returning aircraft stands an entire ecosystem of engineers, inspectors, technicians, and logistics specialists working in perfect coordination. Every completed inspection is only the beginning. Before departure, every critical system must prove it performs exactly as designed. For passengers, it's simply another routine departure. Hidden behind that moment are thousands of hours of invisible preparation. Engineering can keep an aircraft flying. The next question is who verifies every link in that increasingly complex chain. Every critical aircraft component carries a history. Before it can fly again, that history must be verified. As aircraft remain in service for decades, verifying every inspection and repair becomes an increasingly demanding task. Ultimately, confidence in every flight depends on careful inspection, accurate records, and the people responsible for verifying both. Behind every aircraft is a maintenance history that can span decades, with each inspection becoming another link in an ever-growing record. Maintaining confidence in global aviation depends on thousands of professionals quietly coordinating inspections, certifications, and technical records. Most passengers never see the inspections behind their journey. They simply trust that every critical system has already been verified. The real challenge isn't simply keeping aircraft flying. It's preserving confidence in every record, every inspection, and every decision that makes flight possible. Thank you for watching The Sovereign Ledger. Please share, comment, and subscribe.